Okay, hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today for this month's HeinOnline webinar, which is focused on intellectual property in sports and entertainment, the impacts of brands, trademarks, and copyright. So during the webinar today, I'm going to show how you can utilize some of the HeinOnline databases that are focused on intellectual property and sports and entertainment law to do research on the impacts of brand, trademarks, and copyrights. So to get started here, a quick overview. First of all, my name is Roxanne Marmion, and I am going to be presenting today. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Steve Roses and Tim Hoagie. They do a lot of webinars as well. They'll each be doing a webinar later today on the same topic. If you have any questions following the webinar, our contact information is listed here. Feel free to reach out to us directly after the webinar. And again, as I mentioned, I am going to leave some time at the end for questions. And we do have the question and answers tab as well as the chat box. So if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to put them in there. And I will try to get to them either throughout the webinar or I'll save some time at the end to go over the questions. All right, a quick overview of today's webinar. So first, a brief introduction to HeinOnline. So I know in these webinars, we have both subscribers to HeinOnline as well as those that might be trialing HeinOnline at the moment, and then those that maybe have never trialed HeinOnline and you're just coming here to get an overview of what is HeinOnline, what does HeinOnline offer. After the introduction, we are going to talk about the intellectual property law collection in HeinOnline, as well as the business and legal aspects of sports and entertainment law database. And then we're going to get into some searching examples, some examples of how to browse content, find content by citation, and then again at the end, questions and answers. So first, what is HeinOnline? HeinOnline is an online research database. We have over 200 million pages of content available in HeinOnline across over 100 plus databases. So if you're a subscriber to HeinOnline, you likely have one of our core subscription packages. So we have different core packages for our customers. So if you're at a university or a law firm or a government agency, we have different core packages tailored to your institution. HeinOnline is image-based, so you have the official version available to you. So we have the PDF version, we scan the books. So it's like you have a library full of books in an easy to use online, fully searchable database. We have over 3,200 multidisciplinary journals included in HeinOnline. So our law journal library has over 3,000 journals available, all starting at the earliest volume available. So all starting at volume 1, covering over 1,500 research topics. We have a number of intuitive tools that I'll cover several of today during the webinar I'll talk about. And then we're known to be incredibly affordable. So we offer very affordable pricing for the subscriptions that we have. So in addition to the journals too, I just want to talk about some other content that we have. So in addition to journals, HeinOnline has international treaties, constitutions, government documents, books, treatises, and so much more. Okay, about HeinOnline's intellectual property law collection. So HeinOnline has this database, intellectual property law collection. It's an a la carte subscription option. So if you are a subscriber to our core package, this is one of your a la carte add-on options. So if you're doing a lot of research in intellectual property law, I highly recommend taking a look at this. We're offering a 15% discount if you order by August 31st. And we also would be happy to set up a trial to this database. So what is included in this intellectual property law collection? This database has over 100 legislative histories dating back to 1909. So the legislative histories are really going to cover, the ever-changing laws of IP in the U.S. So, when a law comes out, the legislative history will cover the entire background of that law, how it was created, congressional material being there. Over 1,300 books, including early Commonwealth material and comparative copyright law books. We have comprehensive coverage of the Manual of Patent Examining Procedures. So this is a very important publication in the world of IP law. It's published to provide the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, patent examiners, applicants, attorneys, representatives of applicants with a reference work on the practices and procedures relative to the process of patent applications before the USPTO. Full access to the Code of Federal Regulation and the US Code, and then additional government documents relevant to IP law. So really a comprehensive database focusing on copyrights, patents, and trademarks. And the next database I want to talk about today, we also have a a la carte database. So again, this is one of those add-on options. So if you're a subscriber to HeinOnline, you have the option to subscribe to this database separately. HeinOnline's business and legal aspects of sports and entertainment. You can see we're offering a discount on this database as well if it's ordered by August 31st. This was the winner of the prestigious 2020 Joseph L. Andrew Legal Literature Award. So the nice thing with this database, we have it nicely divided between, we have over 1.5 million pages of content available in here, divided between sports and entertainment law. Okay, so if you're doing any research on sports law or on entertainment law, this is a great place to start your research. Highly editorialized articles and cases. So a number of very key important cases, and it covers over 55 topics. You can actually browse the database by topic as well, which is really nice. So if there's a specific topic you're focusing your research on, you can browse the publications we have on that topic. We're gonna have hundreds of government documents as well. We have a number of external links. So you'll have links to, sports associations, anything relevant for entertainment, different organizations relevant for entertainment. Scope notes and case annotations are going to be available, as well as access to all publications of the National Sports Law Institute. That's the National Sports Law Institute. It's Marquette University's sports law program has the National Law Institute. So a number of key publications here. All right, so I actually what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump right into HeinOnline here. And I want to go directly to the business and legal aspects of sports and entertainment law database. You can see here, like many of our databases, we have the different tabs here. So it makes it super easy to browse the content. I want to make sure everyone can see HeinOnline right now. If you're not seeing HeinOnline, please just put a quick message in the chat box and let me know that it's still on the PowerPoint. So it should have switched over to HeinOnline by now. All right, so different categories here. So you can see here, if you want to browse just the books focused on sports and entertainment law. We also have external sports links, the links I had mentioned before. You can see how we have it separated with important, if you want to just research important sports cases or scholarly entertainment articles or important entertainment cases. So periodicals. Now, if you want to browse by subject, you would just click on all titles. And then that'll give you a list of all titles in this database. So if you ever want to see a list of all titles in a particular database, we typically will have the different categories broken down in the different tabs. And then you can browse all titles, and that's where you'll see the topic listing. So I'm going to click on topic here. And then you can see the different topics, and we've got them broken down by entertainment and then sports. So if you're looking for a publication focused on a specific topic, that's how you would find those publications. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the content that's included in the database. Now what I want to do is I want to show some searching examples, some browsing examples of how you can find relevant material. So since we are in the business and legal aspects of sports and entertainment law database, if you have a search and you really want to focus your search on this subject area, you can always search within a database. So once you get into a database, this one box, you're going to see this one box throughout HeinOnline. Any database you're in, if you're on the home page or if you're in a database, you're going to see this one box search. Number of things you can do with the one box search, but from here, we're going to run a full text search for keywords, and it'll focus the search only on this particular database. If you ever have questions about our Boolean searching, you're going to see this search help tab. Anywhere you see the one box search, you're going to see the search help tab located right below that. So when I click search help here, it's going to give you the search syntax guide. It'll give you a list of all of our Boolean operators. It'll give you examples of how to do a proximity search in HeinOnline, wildcard searches. So I highly recommend taking a look at that if you're newer to searching in HeinOnline. We also have the advanced search that you'll always see underneath as well. And that'll just give you the 3-box search. So if you prefer the 3-box search view, that's how you would get there. For this example here, I'm going to just do a quick search using my Boolean search operators. I'm going to search for, you know, a big topic in the US lately has been name, image, likeness. And it's a term used by the NCAA, and it refers to a student athlete and their identifiable factors that make that individual unique, which basically says, you know, can a university profit off, you know, an athlete's name, like image and likeness? So, you know, in the past, the NCAA would, or the university would be able to, let's say, sell jerseys or make money off that athlete. And so the laws have now changed where the athlete now, you know, is entitled to that, to make money as well. So let's say we're just doing some research on that topic. So I'm just going to search name. So in this search here, I'm going to search for the phrase name, image, likeness. So I'm going to search that as a phrase. So I'm going to put quotes around it. So it's searching that as a phrase, and it's searching within this database for that phrase. So you can see here we have 99 results. If we quickly look through the results, student, athlete, name, image, likeness, legislation. So you can see the background, relevant articles. You're always going to have your facets on the left-hand side of the screen, so you can narrow down by date, document type, section type, subject, topic. So topic would be using AI to identify additional topics within this search. From here, you can also sort. There's different sort options if you want to sort by the oldest or newest first, or search within if you want to add additional keywords. Okay, so that's if you want to do a very specific search only in a database, just go to that database, run your search within to get your relevant results. Now, the next thing I want to do here is I want to go back to the HeinOnline welcome page. So I'm going to click the HeinOnline logo here. All right, so from the welcome page here, so another way you can search on a specific topic, I typically recommend when you're searching in HeinOnline, I recommend searching from the welcome page, because when you're on this HeinOnline welcome page, so what I'm looking at now is the main welcome page you'll see when you log into HeinOnline, if you have a subscription or a trial, and this will list all of your subscribed content. So if you're on for a specific core package, or if you have the IP law collection, this is where you'll see all the content you're subscribed to. So when you're running a subject search in HeinOnline, I typically recommend searching from the welcome page, just because then you'll see all the relevant results here from all of the databases. So you might find that, you know, you might get results from databases you might not even think to search in for a particular topic. So again, as I mentioned, you'll see you'll have the same one box search here. Underneath, you'll have your search help guide. You'll have your advanced search options as well, which I'll go over some of those search examples in a moment. But for my first example here, I just want to run a general search. So I'm going to say I'm doing some research on Napster. So one of the most famous cases of copyright infringement in the music world was the case against Napster. Napster, if you're not familiar with Napster, it was a music sharing or peer-to-peer file sharing application. So let's say we're doing some research on Napster and the case against Napster. So in my search here, I'm going to search for Napster. And I'm going to search for the phrase copyright infringement. So I'm just going to search for these two words or phrases. I'm going to put in and. So what I'm saying in this search is I'm saying, please search all of HeinOnline subscribed content. So anything that you're subscribed to for the keywords Napster and the phrase copyright infringement. What this is going to search, it's going to search for those words within a section of a document. Okay, so a particular section, a section varies depending on the database you're in. In the Law Journal Library, a section is going to be an article. So it would search for these keywords anywhere in an article together. And again, a government document, sections, it's all about how we've tagged and indexed the content. That's how you would define a section in a document. Okay, so you can see here, we have over 4,200 results. So that's a lot to look through. So some ways we can really narrow down our search results. Of course, again, you're going to have your facets on the left-hand side. You can see how it breaks it down by collection or library. And this is just interesting to see here. So, you know, we're focusing on the IP law collection in the Blaze, as we say at the Blaze collection, the business and legal aspects of sports and entertainment law. And you can see here, we have over 1,100 results from the IP law collection and over 658, we have 658 results from Blaze. So if you want to only see those results from those databases, you can always select these facets here and it'll narrow it down to those. The Pathfinder subject, so it'll identify using AI, it'll identify some additional subject areas covered here. So if you really want to be specific with the subject area that you're covering, section type, so if you're only looking for articles or cases, location, the publication title, organization, person, and then availability would be whether it's in full text or if we have the indexed file for it. You know, some ways you can sort your search results. We have something called Scholar Check. Number of great features with Scholar Check. One of those is it allows you to sort your search results by the number of times cited by articles or the number of times accessed in a 12-month window. So if you want to see a document, if you want to read an article or a case that's been cited a lot, you can sort by number of times cited. So it kind of gives you an idea, okay, well, if this case has been cited by 1,400 articles, it's probably worth reading. Or this article here from Virginia Law Review, cited by 754 other articles. So it's one you might want to take a look at. And the nice thing about this Scholar Check, this actually is a link cited by 754 articles. I'm going to open it in a new tab, and then it'll show me those 754 articles. So it's just a way to continue on with your research here. So you want to see who's citing back to this article? It's as easy as clicking this link here, and it'll open that list of articles right up for you. You can see them right over here. So here's a list of those articles. And then again, number of times accessed. So what are other people reading on the topic? So I'm going to sort by number of times accessed. I'm going to see what everyone else is reading. This first article here has been accessed 757 times in a 12-month rolling window by other HeinOnline researchers. So, you know, it's just what is trending, what are people reading on this topic. Now, you know, again, we have 4,200 results. We can narrow by facet, or if we have an additional keyword, you can also add additional keywords either up here in the search box, or you can search within. So if you're thinking of additional keyword to put in here, search within here. I'm going to use the down arrow here. I am going to search within for full text, and I'm going to put an additional keyword here. And I'm going to put in the word in the word MP3. Let's go back here. So I'm going to put in additional keywords. So this is what you would see if you clicked on advanced search in HeinOnline. So I'm going to put in MP3 and I'll put in file sharing. And that'll just really help narrow down my search results. I've got additional keywords here. And now we're looking at a little better, only 1,400 results here. So the next thing I want to do here, I want to show, so that's, our standard Boolean searching, the standard HeinOnline searching. We did recently add a new search feature called Venn diagram searching, which I think is a great new search tool. So with Venn diagram searching, it's just a graphical display of your search results. So to get to the Venn diagram search, you're going to click on Advanced Search. And we're going to click Venn diagram search. So under Advanced Search, you're going to see a tab for Venn diagram search. So with Venn diagram search, what you can do is put in multiple keywords separated with the AND operator. So we're going to put in multiple keywords here. And so let's say we're doing research on television broadcast rights for events. And if that should also include the right to provide internet coverage. So if somebody has the rights for television coverage, do they automatically have the right for internet coverage as well? And let's say we're focusing this research specifically to the Olympics broadcast. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in some of my keywords. So I'm going to put in broadcast and rights and television and internet, and then Olympics and Olympics. I'm going to run my search here. So what I'm searching here, I'm searching for all of these keywords, again, within a section of each other in a document. So it could be within an article or a government document, a chapter of a book. So we're searching for any document that has all of these keywords included. And then you'll see here when the search results appear, a nice graphical display here. So it'll default to show you all matching results. We have over 5,800 matching results for all of those keywords. But then you can see here how you can switch it up. So let's say, all right, well, actually, I just want to look at Olympic broadcast rights. So I'm going to click in the circle here, and now I'm only searching Olympic broadcast and rights, 14,000 results. Let's say internet rights in television, 119,000 results. So you can just see here how you can kind of change up your search really easy just by selecting within the graph here. And again, you're going to have your same sort and search within options. So if you want to add additional keywords here, just click the down arrow and search within. Okay, so those were some examples of how you can search across all HeinOnline databases, including those two a la cartes that we had mentioned in the beginning. Another thing I want to show here, we've been really getting into AI searching and getting into artificial intelligence. So I want to show a couple examples here how you can do a keyword search using AI. And then I also want to show our new Pathfinder tool. So I know we typically show this in the webinars, but I always like to mention it because I think it is a great resource for finding on-point relevant content for your research. So the Pathfinder tool, we used AI and human curation to subject code every single article in the journal library. Every article has been subject coded. So to get to the Pathfinder tool, we're going to click on the Law Journal Library here. So from within the Law Journal Library, I'm going to click on Pathfinder Subject. So under Pathfinder Subject, you can see two different ways to browse Pathfinder. There's a graphical view, again, so just depending on your preference, pick a category, you'll get additional subjects, keep clicking, and you'll get additional information. And then you'll see here, you can select your subject, and then you'll see all the relevant articles for that subject. There's also a text view. So let's say you know specifically what you're looking for and you want to do just a quick find to find that subject. I'm going to do expand all. And let's say I know I'm looking for sports articles. So I'm going to do control finds for sports. And then you can see sports and education, sports and recreation. So I'm going to click sports and recreation here. And you can see from here, over 22,000 articles classified, subject coded for sports and recreation. So over 22,000 articles available. Now from here, you can search within. So let's say I want to search within for soccer, just any keywords search. And then so you can search within those results for another specific keyword. And you'll have your facets on the left-hand side once again. So again, just a great way to find articles. If you have somebody asking, a student or a professor or someone in your library asking, what articles does HeinOnline have on this particular subject area? Pathfinder subjects is a great place to start your research, just to look and see what we might have. And again, we had focused on intellectual property. So intellectual property law here, you can see all the subcategories: copyright, copyright music, copyright in theater. Over 100,000 articles, 108,000 articles for IP law. Okay, and then the next thing I want to show real quick, I know we're running out of time here. I do want to show the keyword search really quick. So the keyword search, again, this is our AI search tool. To get to the keyword search, you're going to click on advanced search here. So I'm going to click advanced search. And then I'm going to click on, under advanced search, you're going to see the keyword search builder. So I'm going to click there. What this, with the keyword search builder, so this is completely separate from our standard Boolean searching. You can put in any relevant keyword that you can think of for your search, any relevant keyword, and you can weight them from least important to most important in your search. So you can see the moving scale here. So if it's most important, weight it all the way to the right-hand side. If you really want, search results with that keyword to appear in your search. So let's say for the keyword search here, I'm going to research the image rights of an athlete in football, soccer. So in American soccer or football. So I'm going to think of some keywords here. So I'm going to say image rights, very important, association football. I'm going to use as a keyword. IRC, which is image rights companies, which many pro athletes will work with image rights companies to negotiate the contract. Athlete, and we'll say soccer here. So in my scale here, I'm going to put weight, the image rights is the most important. And then I'm going to put, I'll say image right company, I'm going to put as a 3. I'll leave all the other ones as they are. You can put in a date range. I'm going to run my search. And again, it's using AI in the background to identify anything on point relevant for those using those keywords. You can see some really relevant articles appearing here. See a lot about taxation because that is a huge topic with these IRCs and image rights contracts. So let's just say the taxation of image rights in South Africa. We'll use, let's see, we'll take a look at this article. So let's say we're scrolling through here. We can see all these relevant on-point articles. If you're not finding exactly what you were looking for, I just recommend either changing up the weight of the words or entering additional words, and that'll just kind of change up your search results so they're more relevant on point. So let's click the second article here. So I'm going to click on the taxation of image rights in South Africa. And so I'm looking at this article here. So once you're looking at an article, real quick, a couple of things you can do here with the image toolbar. Download a PDF of the section. So if you quickly want to just download the article, just click this PDF icon. You'll see this throughout HeinOnline. That'll download the entire section. If you only want to download a page or two, print or download options, that allows you to customize your print range. Email, I just definitely want everyone to point this out to everyone, the email PDF link. If you want to email an article to a colleague, they don't have to have access to HeinOnline to be able to open that link to the PDF. They have 7 days to use that link. So click the envelope here. You can add up to 7 different email addresses. You can pick your citation format. So I think this is really the quickest, easiest way to email a document to someone from HeinOnline. Permalink if you just want to send them a link, but they do have to have access to HeinOnline. And then over here on the right-hand side, what I really wanted to point out here is more like this. Okay, so what more like this will do, when I click more like this is going to identify 6 interesting words from that article. So let's say you're looking at an article, you had a citation and you retrieved an article, and you want more on point relevant content, use that more like this button. It'll identify, you can see the interesting words over here on the left-hand side. So it's identified image rights, image, sports, stars image, rights as our keywords, and it'll find you additional on-point relevant articles using those keywords. Again, if they aren't right on point, you can remove words, add words. So I think keyword search, a great way to find relevant on-point material for your research. And one other thing real quick, because I know I get this question a lot. When you're looking at an article, if you want to see the citations, over on the left-hand side of the screen is where you'll see cite formats, and you'll see all your different citation formats. So if you ever need to copy and paste a citation, that's where you'll find the citations. And then next to that is the scholar check statistics. So if it's cited by any articles, or if it's how many times it's been accessed, and those will also be links. So if this had been cited by articles, that would be an active link. Okay, so I know we're out of time here, so I am just going to jump right back into the PowerPoint real quick. So if you have any questions, if you are interested in a trial to HeinOnline or one of these a la carte databases, please feel free to reach out to Steve, myself, or Tim. We'd be happy to set you up with that trial. Again, either to HeinOnline in general, if you haven't had a recent trial, or to these a la carte databases. And so what I want to do now is just open it up to any questions that you have. So I am going to take a look over here at the question and answer file. So either, if you have questions, we can either use the Q&A box there, questions and answers tab from the Zoom. I'm just going to scroll through here. Okay, just the first question we have here, how to get to Pathfinder. So to get to the Pathfinder tool, you're going to click on the Law Journal Library. So from the welcome page here, we'll click on Law Journal Library. And then from the Law Journal Library, you're going to see different sort by tabs. So you can sort by state, country, but then you'll see the Pathfinder subject tab there. So from Browse by Options, we're going to click on Pathfinder Subjects. And then you'll see the options for the text or graphical versions there. Let's see. Then what is the difference between Venn diagram and Pathfinder? So Pathfinder really is just a browsing tool that has subject coded every journal in HeinOnline. So you can search within once you find your subject area. So this Pathfinder tool just really it's more of a browsing tool. So you can browse journals by a particular subject area. Whereas the Venn diagram search, that's a search tool. So it's just a different search tool. So you have to put in your search terms in order to get results there. Whereas with Pathfinder, you can just browse by a certain subject area and find all the relevant articles. So let's say we're focused on entertainment and arts and entertainment. I click the link here. Now I can browse all 37,000 articles we've classified under that subject area. And then from there, you can search within those articles. Whereas the Venn diagram search, it's a full text search using our Boolean searching. So Venn diagram is using the Boolean searching to search across HeinOnline content. But great question. And all right, any more questions here? Any questions at all? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. And thank you, Steve, for for joining as well. Steve Roses from HeinOnline, who's been answering the questions in the chat box. So thank you so much. And again, if you have any follow-up questions, please feel free to email us after the webinar is over. I am going to stop the recording now. And I hope that everybody has a great rest of your day.